At the Texas Capitol, we are taking a live look at the state capitol tonight, and where state lawmakers are hard at work this Friday evening. The Texas House still in session at this hour. Lawmakers debating dozens of bills on the House floor. KVUE's Daniel Perot is following the floor debate for us. He joined us live from the state capitol with the very latest. Hi, Daniel.
Quita, good evening. House lawmakers have passed dozens of bills on the House floor today. One of the first things they did this afternoon was to finally pass a bill that restricts you can buy land in Texas. Senate Bill 17 would block people and companies from purchasing land in the Lone Star State if they are on the Director of National Intelligence's annual threat assessment report. There are 4 countries currently on there. The House did make some changes to that bill, so now it head back over to the Senate. Let's take a look at some of the other bills that the House passed today. The lower chamber gave initial approval to an amended version of Senate Bill 314 by State Senator Brian Hughes that would ban additives like potassium bromate and red dye 3 from food served in the free or reduced school lunch and breakfast programs. House Bill 5138 would allow the Texas Attorney General's office to prosecute election crimes if a local prosecutor does not act within 6 months of receiving a law enforcement report establishing probable cause. And the House passed House Bill 2462 to allow pregnant women to use the HOV lanes while driving. The bill's author, State Representative Jeff Leach, called it a Mother's Day gift to mothers across the state. The lower chamber does need to approve all 3 of those bills once more before they can advance. House Bill 3225 by State Representative Daniel Alders, a Republican from Tyler, would ban Texans under the age of 18 from accessing sexually explicit materials in city-run public libraries without parental consent. The bill mandates libraries remove the material from sections for minors and put them in adult sections, and also add age verification measures for digital content. If a library does not comply with the law, it risks losing funding for future fiscal years and could also face a civil penalty of up to $10,000 per violation. Supporters say this will give parents the ability to decide what is appropriate for their kids, but critics say it could block teenagers from reading books that are relevant to their lives.
It's material that we do not want our children to have. I don't want my children to have. I don't think it's beneficial for them. And so I think it's important that we protect our kids in the state of Texas.
I believe that it is actually incredibly valuable for our young people to have the opportunity to enter the lives and experiences of others, to figure out how they feel about some of these things.
House Bill 4176 by freshman Representative Mark LaHood, a Republican from San Antonio, would allow retired police officers to respond to non-fatal car crashes. LaHood says it'll be a big help to departments across the state.
Dallas, Houston, Austin, San Antonio, even smaller ones if they're not able to. A lot of them have policies where they don't even respond to them. So what this does is it allows them to hire retired police officers to respond to those calls, and it retains the active police officers to respond to, unfortunately, more serious offenses.
The House is also set to take up 2 controversial bills related to sex-based terms on government documents and gender-affirming care costs. House Bill 778 would require health insurance companies that cover the cost of transition-related care to also cover the cost of reversal procedures. House Bill 229 would require government entities to distinguish a person's gender as either male or female on legal documents. It would also force state agencies to ensure that sex-based terms are in line with an individual's biological sex. Those bills have so not come up for debate yet. So the House still has a lengthy agenda to go tonight. The Senate is off for the Mother's Day weekend, but no such break for House lawmakers, as the lower chamber will be in session all weekend long.